So over IAP, first of all, we've had like morning conditioning practices, so those have been both a bit difficult, like after having spent most of winter break not doing much, but they were also, I feel like they're a very good thing to do. Like I definitely feel like I've become much more in shape, like even like over the duration of a few weeks, just like by going to those practices. So it's rather sad that like over the course of the normal semester, we really don't have time to like do the morning practices.
So our training over IAP tends to be a little bit more intense, I would say, than our normal training, which is not to say that our normal training isn't intense. But over February, we tend to have a lot of competitions. It tends to be a pretty tournament-heavy month. And so we want to make sure that we're absolutely as prepared as possible and willing to give our all in February.
The goals, I guess, to do well, to like, to both like do well and keep like kind of like, I guess, learning from fencing as well. So like if, like in a competition, like, oh, like even if someone like does worse than they thought against like a person who they really think they should have beaten, not to get like really distraught of it, but rather to like see like, ah yes, these are the mistakes I made, and like keep going. And also I really feel like there's no one out there that like you have no chance against. Like especially in epee, out of all the three weapons, it's really the one where you have kind of the greatest, like no matter how technically strong someone is, there's always a chance you can beat them, just like by like playing strategically, by like, I mean sometimes maybe them just having a bad day, but like you should never, no matter like who the opponent is, you should never just like give up, throw up your hands and say like, oh no, there's no way I can fight against them.
The women's sabre squad in particular, we're a pretty new squad. I just started sabre this year. We have another freshly minted junior fencer, so being a new squad, our goal is kind of to get everybody onto the same page and make sure that all of our new fencers and even the returning fencers all have the same level of experience. So in a lot of the competitions that are coming up, we want everybody to get the chance to fence and everybody to get as much experience as possible, because in fencing, experience is absolutely crucial. And so we want to make sure that everyone, basically that we have a level playing field. It's definitely a change of pace from before. I didn't actually have a chance to be a squad leader in the past either, but getting to lead a new squad, it's a really empowering feeling, and I feel like I get to learn from the new squad members as well, and I've had the impression that we're all learning from each other and we're all learning together. Because I'm a new sabre transplant, we have the new fencers as well. I'm learning from the more experienced fencers, so it's been a really empowering feeling. So the next couple weeks are going to be really hectic, especially because like, while like over the last few weeks it felt like, oh yes, I was training so much, I was practicing so much, but now that the competitions are rolling around, it's like, wait, that does not feel like it's been a lot of time at all. Because like with the fall semester, like there's like almost a month. I think even like maybe it's not more than a month, but it always like feels like there's way more time before competition, like meets really start happening. And even when they do start happening, it's like, oh, there's like the big one, and then like 3 weeks afterward there might be another meet. Not like so suddenly like you were thrown back into practice and then you're thrown into like a string of meets. But it'll be a fun experience.